Out in Illinois, the little town that nobody knows about, but everyone's talking about. I was raised in Dolton. I moved out of Dolton in 1992. So it's fair to say I haven't been there in a long time, but did grow up there. So one thing that I'm gonna need people to stop doing is blaming the residents and questioning and asking, "Oh, what were they thinking?" These are very smart individuals, business owners, pillars of communities outside of Dalton. So it's not the residents, number one. Number two, it's never a good idea to lie as any type of elected official. Never a good idea. She says that she won by 82% of the vote. Let's see.
You're a leader. I am the one that won by 82%. I am the one that carry you, Trustee Jason House, you, Kiana Belcher, that never wins anything, over the hump. That's why you guys have your seats that you have before you.
When she makes comments about her comments, oh, I won by 82% of the vote. That's a complete exaggeration. She says that she carried myself and Trustee Kiana Belcher. So I do want to kind of highlight that because if she carried me, she would not have been begging for my endorsement on her in her video. That was a big ploy. I was asked to run for mayor, and at that time, I elected against it. And when you look at the real election, so Dolton actually has a Democratic primary. We're largely a Democratic community.
Yeah, so whoever wins that really wins the mayoralship.
Yes. So when you look at the numbers of the real election was on February 21st of the same year. Mm-hmm. During that election, she won by 4%. She beat out the former mayor. She got the lowest vote total of any mayor that ever won the Democratic primary.
Oh, wow.
And so when I pulled the numbers up. She got 1,001 votes. The former mayor, who had a stroke a month prior, lost by 120 votes. He got 888 votes. Tiffany, who everybody knew she was was a little naive, and she would even admit that, okay, well, no, I got some things I'm going to learn, but I'm going to work with the team. That was the sales pitch throughout the whole campaign. Oh, well, I'm going to work with everybody. We're going to get this done. I understand I got some things to learn. Every trustee got more votes than the mayor did in that election. Clerk Allison Keys got 1,470 votes. I'll repeat again, Tiffany had 1,001 votes.
Nobody hates on the clerk.
I received the next highest, 1,357 votes. Trustee Brittany Norwood, 1,140 votes. Trustee Belcher, 1,065 votes. All more votes than the mayor did. There were even two candidates that lost for trustee that got more votes than she did during that election. Yet, when you hear 82%, that's because that was during the general election where she, as a Democrat in a completely Democratic community, went against an independent. Personally, I feel like 82% is a low number for her. But when you do the semantics and you want to pick, and if we talk about that 82%, that does not speak to the 55% of people that voted to recall her 1 year later.